welcome back everybody to the Two Canadian Bros podcast. I'm Conchego,
I'm
and
Conboy.
we're happy to be here. We're happy that you are here. And what are
Thanks
we
for.
talking about tonight,
Well,
Retta?
first of all, I might get this off my chest because I haven't seen this product in years. So I was looking in my big box I have of tackle. Because Conchego knows I got a lot of tackle, and this pops up, and it's old. We had it when we were kids, but we never had success on it. But Conchego told me a minute ago that he had maybe a bite on it or something. I don't know what. But if anybody remembers um, the flying lure back in the day, not flying lure like flying lure like you see on TV. I can't remember. I can't remember the full name. Albert's something like that. Flying lure. That one right there. So I got the box right here, and then it's plastic. Since tonight it's talk about plastics and what type of hooks to use and jigs, hooks, and that. So and the hooks are weird on a little. This hooks here, right here. When you cast out, it's supposed to go like this. Like it's supposed to go under. How do you say this?
Supposed to
Under
be weedless.
that too, and then supposed to go under like branches in the trees. It goes under the branches there like that, right? Or goes into little slots of little crevices of rocks or streams. Perfect. Then
And also, it's supposed to snag the fish better, apparently.
you got this here. The thing I want to know how to if anybody out there watches this video later on, can you comment on it? I want to know how to lubricate the bait back to normal because this is so old. I mean, it's getting dry.
You got to get your lure wet, my friend.
No, I know, but this is the plastic getting dry because
Oh, you ever try? Did you try putting it in water?
no, not recently, lately.
Because I don't know if it would work.
Then you got this here because
Yeah, I remember that one.
it works when you cast out reel in. It's supposed to give you a special action. And sometimes if you buy stuff online, like see on TV, this is what it's seen on TV, and I got it from Lego parents
Yeah.
at the time. They seen it. You bought it for me for Christmas years ago because Lego loves fishing. I love fishing, and we tried it. We went to our local river here, not far from Lego lives, and I had a blast trying it out for a while, and no bites, nothing. We went, oh well, at least we used it, and I kept mine. You still have yours, Lego?
Somewhere. I think it's at the cottage.
Okay, so I might bring it back. I might bring it out this summer to the cottage to just try it out and see how that works, and it, and then I shared it on Facebook on my page and my group page, Strong Boy Fishing. So some people will call it a vintage lure. Vintage and stuff like that. Yeah. So it is a vintage. It is what it is. There you go.
That's the advertisement right there.
Yeah. It's on Facebook too. See, it's on Facebook.
Yeah.
What do you call that again? The name of the lure? Alan's okay. Alex something. Oh, you got other plastic now.
I think that was the whole set. We
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
get the whole set. We got the that's
Basics.
anniversary. But man, I
Holy
didn't
crap!
get a 20th anniversary one.
Jeez.
Look at the box; it's different too. It's more whitish clear.
Yeah, it's like a little tray. When you open it, it's like a little tray pops up.
Yeah, I like that box a little better, I guess.
Me too.
But the whole idea of the dark box was so that the sunlight couldn't ruin your baits.
That's right.
Remember that that's what they ever. I do believe. Don't quote me on this, but I do believe that's what the advertisement was.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I remember I'm the kind of guy like my plastics in the original packaging
Yeah.
because that's just me. Because back in the, I find when they're pulled out and you put it in trays or a tackle box, you open it and tray pops up, and the sun hits it so much. The sun hits it when the sun hits it, it dries out the bait. Like I said, like here, it dries it out. Some people says they don't dry it out. It works fine.
Well, I guess it would all depend on how much you use it, right? Maybe if
Yeah.
you use it more, it won't dry out as much.
Yes, that's right.
Right.
I think we use it so many times, you and I, and they're not biting. We just put it away.
Well, I'm not. I wasn't really a big fan of a lot of the soft baits.
Yeah, you were more of a what I should say like
Because I didn't really, to tell you the truth, I didn't really take the time because I was always busy doing something else, right?
yeah. What?
When I went fishing, it was like simple baits, simple lures. I tried some of them, the simple soft baits there. You put on the jig head, little jig, and then you just jig it. Hence the name of a jig.
Get jiggy with it.
Get jiggy with. Anyway.
Oh, anyways, I got a bait to show you guys. It's cool. It's amazing. I like it a lot. It's awesome.
It's amazing. It's awesome. Oh, this must be the bait of all baits here.
No,
The bait to rule them all.
No. Where's the other one? Oh, there you are. Oh, fuck you. Oh, excuse my language.
No, boy.
Okay.
That's not that type of channel.
Okay. Okay. The bait I'm going to show you, it's it's like a twister tail. It's called swim baits. Colors create color changing baits. Okay. If you can pull that up for me, please, if you can. It's a paddle tail. Not a paddle tail, it's like a grub tail.
Oh.
Like a twister.
What? These?
Nope.
That's the only one you gave me?
I showed you a picture. I sent you a list.
You only gave me one. Okay, just describe it and I'll check it out. Just give me a second.
Yeah. So this bait here, I tried it at a river system. When you put it in the water,
Oh yeah.
When in the water, it changes to a different color.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this one here. What is it? What is it called?
Smart baits.
Oh yeah, did they do your math and everything for you too, or what?
I wish.
Smart baits.
It's
Let me
not
look
smart.
at the package again. Yeah, okay.
There are two kinds, buddy. There's one the paddle tail, the longer one, and you got a short shank one. You got one that was a twister, and the other one. This is more like a brownish, like a motor oil color. This one here, like with the. Hang on,
Back same color though, or what?
Yeah, they're both same colors. Yeah.
Right.
Sorry about that. I had to open the light for myself, so I can't read. I'm going blind.
Well, I thought you was dead.
Oh, that too. Anyways, yeah, this is here. Got the little package, the little grubs, switch for tails. All right, it's like looks like this. I cast them. I trolls them. You got little flakes in them. Little flakes. When you you're gonna put them on any size hook you want, like a 3/8, 1/4, 1/8. Depends on how depth you want to go fast. And I'm the kind of guy that like to use a lot of 3/8. Then I've seen people using 1/4, 1/8 ounce on all that stuff. And I went, oh, okay. They're catching fish with that size, the bait, everything. So I said, okay. So I'm going, all right. So it could be 1/8 ounce like this, like this, 1/8. And I bought these at the dollar store. This brand, I will buy at the dollar store. I buy at the dollar store because they work great. Because I bought them at the regular bait shop, and I got these for cheaper. The dollar store, so Dollarama, that is. And Constego will like this color a lot. It's white. Because last summer we kept catching a lot of fish from white jigs. So when you rig it, you can do it any way you want or how you rig it. I rig it like this. I look at it. I take my hook, the jig, right here. I take the jig. I measure it like this. Measure it, see how far it goes, where the head is, and then you go, okay, as far it goes. Then you just go into it. Go right there. Pull it out at the front there, and then lock it up, and there you go. There's your presentation. For me, I like trolling these a lot because years ago I went with his nephew, and he was trolling. We had no bait. We ran out of the baits, live bait. Man, I wasn't warm that day because it was time to go home. He wanted to go fishing with me before we leave, so we went. We did it, and I threw it out. I caught a few walleyes and pike with it, but I learned to pick my rod, pull it forward, let the bait go down to the bottom of the rocks or gravel, dirt, whatever, and then I bring it back. I bring my rod back up. It brings it back up. It gets more low action, and then when it falls again, we were trolling slow. I don't know how fast we were going. I don't. How fast does your trolling motor go? You remember it constantly go?
Well, it's only like
A 2 horse?
not that fast.
Like a 1.5 horse?
Like maybe a 1 or 2 horse, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I catch walleye with this. This kind of, but not this kind of color a lot. I use a lighter color sometimes. Okay, it works.
Why is it?
you got to play with it,
That's what
right?
she said.
You got to play with it, and then see what the fish likes, what color it likes, right? You say, okay, you can rig this another way too. You can take it like this, put it your tip, go to the top, out to the top, and twist it, and just like that.
I don't get it.
You having trouble with the page?
Well, it's the way you saved it, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
It doesn't like the. It tells me I gotta download something that I gotta pay for in
Oh,
order to
crap.
do it on my computer.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the one of them right here. I like this. This is a good bait. I like it. It changes colors in the water. It changes colors in the water. And catches walleye, pike, bass. I don't know. I never tried grubs on other species like rock bass, perch, trout, you name it. I never. And then the thing is about this, it's a Canadian brand. They say it's a Canadian brand, but in the back of the package, it's in New York. Maybe a Canadian company makes it and sells it, ships it to the States. They package it. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they do that with our oil.
Oh, okay. Never mind. We got an American branch and a Canadian branch. You're gonna like this branch. You're gonna like this branch.
There we go.
Brockville, Ontario.
Oh, Brockville. That's a nice area.
I heard that area is nice for fishing too. You could use long shank. Something depends where you're at with fishing. Short shanks are a good bait. A jig head too for catching.
What did you do wrong?
If the bite too short, I'd rather go a long shank.
What?
I like long shank hooks because the hook goes close to the tail of the bait, and then the fish comes in, boom. All the years I've been fishing with Constantly, I tried to get him to use some plastic grubs and paddle tails. He uses crankbaits and mostly spoons, the fiber diamonds. Talking about no, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not nagging about it. I'm just saying. I'm trying to convince you. Right? Whatever works for you, I'm happy with that.
Oh.
So long shanks are good too. I find long shanks are good for paddle tails. They're longer.
Why does it look the same? Come on.
Look at that paddle tail. Take that right there.
It's the same one. Why do you have two of the same one?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
Just different positions. I don't know. It says color changing baits.
Yes, you got two. One's the grub. One's the grub. Look.
Yeah, you got two pictures of the grub. I mean, all right.
I only share. the other one is a paddle tail, like an orangey color.
Okay.
And the other one is like a greenish brown motor oil color.
The one. Mm, okay.
So
Give me a second. Almost there.
yeah, so I'm just talking away. So yeah, so if anybody out there fishing with a long shank, right? I know a lot of people fishing like the Great Lakes. I never fished a Great Lake once. Oh, my bad. I take that back. I have.
You better take that back.
I
Why?
have. I have.
Oh,
Because I went to Lake Huron, Lake Superior, because my grandmother had a trailer out at Manitoulin Island. I was on the other side of Sudbury, going towards the Sault Ste. Marie area. So the fishing's good there. I caught little smallmouth bass out there. I never caught a walleye yet out there. So I'm guessing I wasn't doing anything right at the time.
well, it's where it depends on where they bring it, right?
Yeah. So my grandmother is a very, very strong, active angler lady, and she loved her fishing. There we go. That's the second one. The paddle tails. So the paddle tails are good too. Those are awesome. I like paddle tails a lot lately. There, I've been using them a lot for rivers and trolling with them. You could use this on spinner rig and
Okay.
worm harness if you want. Put your hook in the nose here, in the line there. That you just let it go. But I'd rather have a hook in there, two hook harness spinner rig. Another word for it's a go getter. We know it as go getters. We were kids. That's what we got in our grab bags sometimes.
Yeah. Then you started making them. That worked out, eh?
Yeah, you remember my spinner rigs I'm trying to make the hook on the blades on top, the hooks at the bottom. Remember those with
Yeah.
CC pins. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the first one we're talking about. The first ones.
Yeah.
They actually they do change colors in the water. I don't know what the kind of stuff they use, right?
Yeah.
For changing the water, and it's awesome. And you got they got like a slit on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So when you rig it, the hook goes up right in the slit and comes out the slit. So that you get some baits you buy for these here are the hole is right in the middle, so that you just rig your hook into the hole out the top of the hole. I went, really? I'm guessing they want you to have a good. You need your hook
Well,
in the center
technically,
of
yeah.
the bait in the center to have a better action. If you put hooks on the side, comes out off on the side, it would give you off balance.
It'd be like off balance. Yeah.
I fish with a lot of baits, different hooks, different colors, different types. I even got this here. Red hook with red on top and glitter glow at the bottom,
Yeah, yeah.
and it worked fine. I didn't catch no walleye with it, but I caught a lot of pike. But like you said, pike will go after anything that swims in the water.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, pike will go anything. Here's a long shank hooks too. This is 1/8 ounce. When I was growing up, okay, I always had this little thing. My math is not that great, so I thought a 1/8 would be bigger. No, it's 1/4. 1/4 is bigger. The smaller the number, bigger the hook, bigger the weight.
Well, just like the sizes of like the thickness of the hook,
Yeah.
right? It goes similar to like the wire size,
Yes.
like electrical wire size. So basically, if if the number is lower,
Right.
the bigger the size of the wire is.
Yeah.
So like, not to get off topic here, but just say if you're like wiring. Okay, well, it's not actually off topic. So just say we wired the boat, right?
Yeah.
So from the battery to the switch panel, I use a size 6. 6.
Yeah, I think you did.
I do believe it's 6 wire. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's just a pontoon boat, and I only had a couple of lights, that I wanted to put on there. Plus, I mean, the marker lights.
Yep.
Simple things like that. Right. We had a little USB connector. Cigarette plug-in, whatever you want to call it, accessories. Now they call them.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, that's cool. Right. So, but the wiring that goes from the switch or the fuse panel to all the lights and stuff like that was like a 16 gauge,
Yeah.
It was 14 to 16, right? Which it doesn't have to carry as much power.
Right.
So it could be smaller. But the number's higher. So the hooks are the same thing, right? So if you got a gauge 0 hook or a knot, whatever they call it in Europe there, right? It's not a number. It's not, right? 1 odd, stuff like that.
1 odd, 3 odds,
so
2 odds,
yeah,
so on.
Like, probably gonna have to rewire the boat anyway because I want to put new flooring and stuff. We should actually record that. That's for sure. That'd be fun to record.
I was thinking about that.
Basically, I'd have to get four new sheets of plywood, and then worst comes to worst, I'll still put carpet. If I can't find if I can't get vinyl for keeping up, but that'd be in another episode there. But
yeah. So did you get all the pictures or just a few?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got them all.
Okay. I want you to bring out the skinny one.
The what?
The skinny one. Right here.
Like a goldish color?
It's like greenish brown and black, like perch.
Okay, well the gold one's skinny too, by the way.
Oh yeah. The bondies.
Yeah. So not the Bondi.
No. That Colt. KOLT Chateaus 4-inch.
No.
Japan. They're made in Japan.
Japanese there? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Which ones again?
right here. There's like a green, yellowish green.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a little small. I never used these ones before. Okay, I never got into it. Ouch, that hurts. So trying to imitate like a perch or a fire tiger, and very, 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 very oily.
Okay. I'm not seeing those.
This is going to be great for a worm harness. Put them on a spinner rig, cast them out, or just drop inside the boat and let them flow out to the depth you want, and then let it troll and get some fish. Spinners, maybe some jig heads, or just maybe a snout hook with a stinger on it. Anything you can catch it.
Yeah, you didn't send it to me then, bro.
No?
No, that
Okay.
one you didn't send.
Sorry. Okay, pull up the gold one, please.
Okay. All right. Holy mother of pearl. Okay.
Bondies are from Windsor, Ontario. Bondies are cosmetic dust. It's a worm, 15 pack, Bondi worm. This one here, like the picture is like a pike musky kind of look.
Just give me a second here.
So I'm just saying it to the people. And
Yeah, it's just that the way we have to do it so you could see it is kind of.
yeah, so it's small penetration. You could use it as I want to try these one day on what do you call that?
That's it.
What do you
Yeah.
call that? What do you call that? Oh, slow death. Try this on a slow death, and then yeah, that's it. So a slow death will your bait will go like this or swirl when you troll. And I got these from my mystery tackle box a couple years back. I never use them because I had so many baits to use, and I don't know what to use them are. And then I go to the camp. I bring whatever's good there. I went, oh crap, forgot my Bondi baits. I heard they're good for walleyes on slow death, or just like, put it on a worm harness, put the hook on top, and then and then the other end of the hook at the bottom, and close to the tail. Put the hook up here, on here, and then you put the hook. Then you go down. When you go down, you put the hook right here, close here, the other half, and then it will get that tail action in the water for you. You just snug it in the back, so the fish just hits it, boom. So if you got any questions about the plastics, just let me know, bud.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get them all up here.
And all the plastics I shared with you so far. I don't know about the color one that changes colors. Smart baits.
Yeah.
I don't know if that you could remelt it. I'm not sure. Just say you got a bait, you bring it in there, and the big pike just ripped the crap out of it, right? And then you can't reuse it no more. So you put it in the pile for melting, make more plastics. because the color changes. I don't know if it's remelting. It will do the work.
Why did it do that?
Don't ask me.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, so if I when you send it to the email, and I send it right from the email or from the text message,
Yeah.
right? It it fails
Okay.
because it shows it as a different format.
Crappers. I love my Berkeley hooks. They work great. They helped me out in the past. When I was growing up, I didn't care what I had at the time.
Well, we were just happy to go fishing. That's all.
Yeah. And then a while back, when me and Connor Lego were talking about our grab bags, right? Go to a local bait shop years ago, get a grab bag, and we get hooks like this.
It was like big, a little larger than the candy bags we used to have.
Right here. See that color? This is a natural color gray. That's what we get in our bags, and then we caught fish with it. Jason, Connor Lego goes to this cottage, and you caught pike on it. Just to clear, because I know a guy on Facebook. His name is JP Gerosier. Everybody know that name. Everybody sure know that name. That guy. Because he's famous on Facebook. And he goes to the sportsman shows in Toronto. So he said, I don't think fish sees color. That's his opinion. I'm okay with that. I use this color too to match the color of my baits, so to blend in with the plastic, or depends what minnow you have, live minnow you have, and match the forage, match the color, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you put gray and gray, gold on gold, and then yeah. So I like it. That's why I bought some of them. And there's I don't need brand hooks at the dollar store. I seen a while back. I went, I don't like it. Never did. And a guy bought it, and he caught fish with it. I never heard a name from it. I think it's just one of those Japanese, Chinese kind of knockoff jig heads, and you just melted it and you just call it a day. And here you go. Here's some hooks.
Yeah, different colors and stuff,
And I love my Berkeleys right here. Look at that Berkeley. And right at the bottom, Lego, right at the bottom, it says Berkeley 1/4.
Yeah.
I like that part. I love that a lot. So you take that, you can cast it out. You can't troll with this. It's more like, oh, okay, there you go. Impact bakes. That's a good one too.
Look at that, made in Canada.
Yeah, I didn't meet the guys. I got that bait from a friend of mine, from Scotty.
Friend of a friend.
Scotty. Because I went to our last kayak festival a couple years back before COVID started, and then he had his camera out and saying, "You got the yeah baby," right to the camera, and you get the baits. So I'm like, okay, yeah baby, and then I got a pack of baits. You had a truck full, and the thing about this baits right here, you can see it. You can see it. Look at it. It's like a pearl white. You see a lot of flakes on it? A lot of flakes?
Yeah.
Right? Little chunky flakes? That's salt.
Mm-hmm.
They put salt on it. They put salt on it. For some reason, fish can smell salt.
I guess so.
And then you can put this on. You could drop shot it if you want.
Never asked the fish, "Can you smell salt?" And then you go,
That's the thing I'm wondering all the time, all the years of growing up, right? How do people know what color fish likes, right?
well, I think what they do is they put them in those tanks like they have over at Bass Pro Shops or something,
Yeah.
and then they dangle different colors, and then they go, okay, they like this color, they like that color, they like this color. I think that's the only way you can know. Like unless you go in a lake and stuff, put a camera. I don't know.
Well, we know for a fact, you and I, for walleyes, okay, right? You and I, because if you clean the fish, or your wife cleans the fish, or I, or whoever cleans the fish, right? You see a perch in there. We know perch color is gonna be great.
Well, the thing is it's the yellow green, little brownish combination, right?
Right here,
Because that's what's there,
right there, and then
right?
you get a rock bass, and I seen one of my dad's, Big John, for example. My dad's friend,
Yeah.
Big John. He went up to Cap, fishing with my dad. He caught a walleye, my size. He opened it. He found a bluegill.
Yeah.
So I went, okay, all right. Look at that. Just perfect combination.
Yeah.
Right there. It's a perfect combination. You got enough wiggle with it. You can jig this for ice fishing. It's like the way just way it is. Right? Or you can cast it, reel it in,
Yeah.
troll with it. Like I said, this is just me, troll. I put my rod in the front, close to the motor, down, not to the motor, but down to the motor. Give it more. The bait will go down like this more. And I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I bring my rod back up. It brings the bait back up, and when it goes back down again, pulling, and then you might get the bite up or go down and get the bite.
Yeah.
Usually you get it on the way down.
Yeah.
I know your wife was talking the other day. She was saying that she wanted to try out some plastics this summer. She was saying that earlier, a while back. I said, you want
That's
plastic
the word
try
on
out?
the street.
The word no, that's not the word on the street. The word on the lake.
The word in the mic. Okay.
Yeah. So I said I could hook you up with plastics so you could get off of me, borrow off me, try some.
Okay. So a little backstory of the word on the street is because Tomboy and I were going for a walk from my cottage to the beach.
Yeah.
Because basically, AKA the boat launch, right?
Yeah.
You launch the boats into the lake. Well, we call it the beach because it's got sand. And it used to be a nice little beach, and they used to camp there a long time ago before they opened the lake for cottagers. And they also had a couple of toilets out there, for the campers and stuff.
Outhouses, yeah.
So, and of course, some people went there and then ruined it for everybody, so they stopped the camping. But anyway, we were going for a walk, and a guy 2 doors down, he's supposedly, okay, I wasn't there, so I don't know. Was told that he can do a trail from the back of his cottage, like across the road, which is the ministry land, to trails that are already there. See, back in the day, like um,
You guys did it.
60s, I guess, 60, early 60s,
Yeah.
70s, around there. My uncle, who lived four cottages up from us, well, he made um, cross country ski scales. Words are hard apparently. Cross country ski trails
Yeah.
because he used to love cross country skiing. So we had one to what used to be the store at the entrance to the where we go into the lake there, the entrance road. Then there that lake that we were talking about that had the big pike
Yeah.
and was ruined because they put a mill on there. There was a trail there. There's also another trail to the end of the road, right? So this guy was going to make a trail that met up with the trail that goes to the store. And then he can access the other trails, right? Because they're wide enough for four wheelers. Because my uncle made it long, wide enough. But it was really made for him to do his cross country skiing. Because there was him and a few others that stayed there all the time that would do this, right? So we're walking. Long story short, too late, I guess. Eh? So we were walking towards the beach, and the
Mm-hmm.
ministry is looking at, because he put sand there. Well, we used to, in between us, this guy and us, was this cottager, and he wasn't a nice guy. He complained about everything. He didn't want people to do stuff on their cottage, and he played loud music. It got to the point where ducks wouldn't even come swim on our side of the lake. He'd yell at people if they got way too close to his shore, which the first 60 feet wasn't even his.
Right.
Technically it still was owned by the ministry because
Yep.
the first set of cottages, I think up to 20 20 something, can't
Yeah.
remember exactly. The first 60 feet was was not sold to the cottagers, just in case they wanted to make an access road near the cottage, near the lake. Sorry, everybody thought it was stupid, so they made the access road in the back. So you could build there, but you can't do anything permanent until you purchase that piece of land. But
Yes.
anyway, that's another story.
And then that's the word on
So,
the street. And then Em and I.
so we were walking. I'll finish this one there. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. I'll get there. The bus is slow, but I'll get there. So we were walking there, and the ministry's looking at it, and then he starts asking me about it. I said, apparently, uh, this guy here was told by you guys that it was okay to build the the trail,
Yeah.
but as for the sand, no clue, man. So he goes, "Is that the word on the street?" I said, "Yep, that's the word on the street." He goes, "Okay, thank you," and then we kept on walking. That was the whole idea of the word on the street. It was a
Yeah.
long way getting there, but we got there.
Yep.
But what I mean, it was funny because at work, again, I digress here, but at work, I was talking to somebody about something, and he said, "Is that the word on the street?" And I said, "Yep." I said, "This guy must have worked for the ministry at one point. He must have been a fish cop at one point."
Yeah.
There was the ministry, and somebody complained, and whatever. And it's the same reason that when they plow our road, they can't plow the snow on the other side because the government doesn't want our snow from the road to be on that side because they do put a little bit of sand, but not much.
Yeah.
You know, there was a couple of kids that built a tree house, like big deal, right?
Yeah.
And then somebody started complaining about it, like, are you using that land? Are they really damaging the trees? Because it wasn't really attached to the trees. It was like within the trees, but it was like freestanding. Like, I get it. It's no different than slapping up a tree stand in the middle of the bush here. To
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what I mean? Yeah, they're not hunting, but they're having fun. See, that's the whole idea. Is these kids were having fun. outside, like out of doors, not doing this thing all the time or looking at your phone. I mean, it's awesome. That's what we did. We go off and I'd be, I'd have my breakfast, and I had the neighbor kid next door. He he was, I guess, my summer friend. Sean was my winter friend, unless
Yeah,
he
yeah,
came to
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
cottage.
yeah. Jean Boy, yeah.
But when we were younger, he had to go to his parents' cottage, and then I'd go to mine. But when he got older, that was a different story. But I had a neighbor kid next door, and we go out, we go searching for worms to go fishing.
You
The
got a
one
lot of
time we go, we said, okay, let's just find worms. So we'd lift pieces of wood, this and that. We gathered all the worms, right? And then we got these wooden sticks, and then we put old line on it with small little hooks, like really small, because he had these little fish, like little fish at the end of his dock, on his grandparents' dock. And we go there, and you could see the fish, and you're going, "Nee, nee, nee," I mean, that's fun. Like, none of them were keepers. And it was like we did a competition, which I'm not usually big on competitions. You know that, someone.
yeah, yeah.
But it was like a friendly competition. Who caught the most? Who caught the biggest? And who was the one who caught the first walleye? That's always a competition, right? Who catches the first walleye? So it ended up I caught most of the fish. He caught the biggest, and they're all little perch, right? And I caught the walleye.
Yep.
There was one walleye within like 50 perch. I kid you not. I mean, you look down because his dock was like a pier, like a square pier. And then that year, his grandfather, it used to go further, but his grandfather cut it off. And right at the bottom, right around the pier, there was like fish. I mean, the pier was about, I'd say about 6 feet wide, and the whole width of the pier for like 3 feet was all you could see is fish. I don't know if they put stuff down there. I have no clue. I mean, and they're like this around there, and they were
Yeah.
about yay big. And then
Usually,
another time
yeah.
we said, okay, who can reel in the fastest?
Oh, I did that many times with my
And then
brothers.
we casted. I used to have a U-shaped dock, so that the middle we docked the boat in, and it was two sides, right? So we could get out on both sides because it was just wide enough for the boat, right? Of course, you're not docking at 1 million miles an hour here, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So he was on one side, I was on the other side, and then we cast it out, and then we reeled in real fast, and we both caught a fish, right? And I don't know what type of fish it was because I was a kid and I'm not an expert, but it had it was like it was chubby, like fat, about yay big, and they had a sun, the like a like the back fin there, the dorsal
Yeah.
fin,
Yeah. Yeah.
like this, right? But it wasn't spiny, right? So we're sitting there. We got these two fish on the fishing rods, and we're excited because we're kids, right? And we're running. Look what we got! Look what we got! And we go show my dad. My dad looks at it. He says, "Cool. Now put it back in the water before they die." So we put it in the water. Then another time, I'm fishing on an old lawn chair, and I go to lean back because I put the bait on the end of my hook. So I go to lean back to grab the end of my rod, and all of a sudden the back of the chair just folds right in, and I'm like, my grandmother ain't gonna like this shit.
Yeah.
It was an old one. She didn't care. And then one more story, buddy. One more.
That's fine.
And we were sitting at the fire. I could still see this. Me and Steven. It wasn't you this time.
Oh, okay.
It's not you blowing out a fire. No,
No, not me going
not
on
that
the air.
story. So, um, so we go to sit down in our chairs, and I guess the strapping for the chairs on his weren't really strong. So I'm talking to him, looking at the fire, and all of a sudden I look over, and all I see is his 2 feet in the air. Like he went back, his butt is sitting in the sand, his feet are in the air. He's talking. Yeah, this kid was flexible, I guess. So he's bent over in half in the chair like this. You know what I mean? His feet are here, his head's here. Man, I was like, I laughed so hard I couldn't even help him up. So I had to take the chair and then pull it off of him there.
So the saying is,
I definitely would have taken a picture before I saved him. Well, that was funny.
It's like the saying, you've been folded like a lawn chair.
That's right. He was folded like laundry for sure. So,
yeah.
You. I got a story about you, man.
You remember those white chairs? The plastic ones?
Oh yeah.
My shoes.
I hate those chairs because they're not built for the big.
No.
Anyway.
My shoes.
Yeah. Well, that's another one. Okay. So the first one is at Kettle's Lake. Okay.
Oh.
Some boy, his brother, and I go on the long weekend of May. We're going to go camping, and he brought his dog. Got her, Unfortunately, Sean Boy's dog has long passed away, but his dog came. So we're all camping. So Sean had this. How can I say? He was obsessed with teepees. Okay, making teepees for a fire. So he made the teepee, and it took him like maybe an hour and a half to make. No, I'm just kidding. It takes him about 5 to 10 minutes to make this teepee, and you should see it when the sticks don't stand up, man. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. Next time I'll videotape that.
Yeah.
So he makes this teepee, all nice and whatever, good. All right, sets his fire. All right, half an hour into this thing, there's still some resemblance of a teepee. At this point, the teepee's not needed because the fire started, man.
Yep.
So I'm sitting there. I got my feet up in the air and they're just chilling. I reach over, grab the log, throw it on the fire. It broke his teepee. I didn't care, man. Like, big deal. We got a fire going. His face is like, what'd you do? And then I said, what?
Yeah, exactly.
His brother turns around and says, you broke his teepee.
just like that.
You broke his teepee. I said, get over your teepee.
And now every time I make a fire at the camp, at his cottage, because his mom, his dad, his grandmother, whoever he says, Sean know how to do our fire. He knows the rules. Don't ask us. Just say making the fire and move on. So
yeah,
I make TP. He goes. Don't worry, I won't break it this time.
Or we were kids.
I
we had an old fireplace.
Rock.
Which is the opposite of where we are now, right? So it was built. It had rocks. It was mortared in. It was a nice fireplace.
It was
My
nice.
grandfather built it in the 60s, late 60s, 67, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they even put, they had his name, my mom's name. Like, it's spelled cold, right?
Yeah.
Because the first letter of my mom's name is C. First letter of my grandmother's name is L. First letter of my grandfather's name is O, and my aunt's is D, right? So they had cold there. It was a beautiful thing. It was cedar posts holding the roof on, and it was like shingled and everything. It was beautiful. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we had two fireplaces, but we only usually use one. So we got the fire going. Sean got these brand new shoes from his mom.
Red Reeboks.
Yeah, red Reeboks from his mom. His birth mom, right? You want me to call her that? I don't know.
It's
What
so
you
good.
want to say?
Go ahead. We had the shoes.
So he's got these shoes. He puts them up. He got his feet up and everything.
Like this in the air, cross like this.
Yeah, and it's right there, right beside the fire.
Yeah, like
Well,
that.
I guess the fire was hot enough that when he took his feet down, there was these red. The red was within the tread. Well, that red was melted off.
I did a cheese pull.
A what?
A cheese pull.
Yeah.
He says he told me, "Don't do that, Sean. You're gonna ruin your soul." His dad came up there, check on us once in a while. He says, "Okay, Sean, don't do that. You're gonna ruin your soul." And then 2 weeks later, Constable calls me up. My dad said you can come to the cottage again. Right? I said, okay. He looks at my shoes. Oh, they're black now. What happened to the red ones? The rubber came off.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Because now we got two fire pits. They're
City bus tires.
bus rims. And my dad got somebody to make a half-inch steel. They cut around a circle to cover the bus rim exactly. Well, not exactly, but to cover it. That way we can cover our fire, when we're done with it. We got handles on each one, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And it's in here's another story. So, we got sand. We put sand on the bottom, then we put these bus rims and we put sand all around. Okay.
Right.
That way it doesn't get down into the roots and burn. We want to save the forest here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, my dad had this lawn tractor. Okay. And the reason why they call it lawn tractors, because this thing went through the bush, man. It's like my nephew and I, God rest his soul, we were sitting there and said, okay, we didn't want to drive the tractor. It was my dad's, right? So we didn't want to drive the tractor because there were stumps and stuff like that around there to bring because we had a wagon full of sand.
Yeah.
My dad didn't give a crap. He jumps in there, puts it full pin, right around. My nephew turns, that's some redneck crap there.
Yeah.
So he had his drink.
Oh, yeah.
There's a cup holder. He had his drink there, and it's all tipping and stuff. Never spilled a drop, man.
I remember we went to the King Tire, you and I and your dad before the camp, and your mom was at the cottage still. At the cottage. Yeah. We were in town. He said, I'm looking for a new tractor, a new one. Remember that? He says, yeah. I don't want that. And you said, why, Dad? Because no cup holder?
Man. Okay. So my dad got a bunch of Canadian Tire money because he wanted to buy
a lawn tractor,
a new wood stove, right?
Yeah.
For the cottage, for his retirement. So everybody at work got together, got him a bunch of Canadian Tire money so he could spend it at Canadian Tire. Should have seen the woman when he started to pay for something at Canadian Tire with stacks of money like this. He felt rich.
First time he's like a gangster.
You know what I mean? Because you got stacks like this.
He's the mob, eh? From the mob.
Yeah. Well, she started looking at him. It's like, yeah, I got a little bit of Canadian Tire money. So we start pulling it out of our pockets. They're already rubbered. Then he's got a bag. And she goes, "Oh my god!" So,
Yeah.
so he ended up getting a lawn tractor there. We
I
bought
like
the
that.
stove.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was the stove or the lawn tractor. Anyway, he got both. We got a new stove, a new wood burning stove, and he got his lawn tractor. Okay.
The lawn tractor took a while to get it because it didn't have
Well,
enough
this
order.
lawn tractor, we go to pick it up. That actually that was at Home Depot, I think.
Yes.
So he goes, okay, well, that's before I had my truck. All I had was a little crapalier there, a real red devil there.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad had a car, right?
Is that Focus?
A
I
purple
think.
Malibu, fuck.
Yeah, the Malibu. Yeah, the Malibu.
Yeah. Or like my grandmother used to like to call it, the Malibu. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah, the French title.
so he said, well, okay, let's go to U-Haul and rent a truck. So we said, well, we got to make sure this thing fits, right? So we we go into Home Depot. Of course, we didn't bring a tape measure. I said, well, we don't have to bring a tape measure. Why not? I got a whole roll of them. Just grab one, measure, put it back. Like, not a big deal, right? And that's what I did. I go strolling into the road, grab the thing. They see me walk outside with it because the display was just outside,
Yeah, yeah.
between the door. Measure. Okay. Tell my dad the measurement. Walk back, put it back on. Guy didn't say a word, man. Didn't stop me, no nothing. And then, okay, we'll be back. So my dad also pasted it there. He could paste it, one foot in front of the other. So we go, okay, we need something that will fit this. Of course, it's a young kid there. Well, he fits that. Okay, we need something this wide, dude. Like, it's not rocket surgery here. So we get it. And I said, okay. Now who's going to drive it? I'll do it. What the hell? So we drive. We got this big Q van. We drive. We push and the guy from Home Depot helped us push it in. So we all push it. The three of us push it in there. I drive it to the cottage. I pulled it off by myself, but gravity helped there. Put it somewhere nice, covered it. Drive all the way back to town. Fill it up with gas, and then I drop it off. And my dad's sitting there waiting because I told him, like, hey, I'm going to be in town soon. Okay. So he went and met me there. Yeah.
The good old days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two great people in your family. We loved it. We loved it. We loved it a lot.
Well, there was also my aunt and uncle. My uncle was like my grandfather. So I almost had two grandfathers about the same.
Yeah.
Awesome guys. Like, you know what I mean? They were nicest people. They'd help us go fishing. They help us whatever. Showed us everything, a bunch of stuff. My grandfather and I used to go for walks all the time. I mean, I couldn't have spent a better childhood.
At the camp.
We didn't have a lot, but we had a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't need a lot of, money stuff. I had a lot of other stuff.
Yes.
Look at all the kids that had all the money and they were going, downhill skiing and this and that and how they turned out. And look at, I'm in my 50s. I got a cottage and they don't. Who's got the good stuff now, right? And it's not a competition.
No, it's not. It never was.
So, see, that type of competition I don't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or the time whenever we pulled up Al's boat there.
Shit.
And he thought I was dying there.
Yeah.
Or the one before that we pull his boat, and then I ripped my rotator cuff.
Yeah, and then that's the time you went to the hospital.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Uh,
gonna be 11 years this October.
I know already. And then Al says, "You're okay. You're coughing like crazy. Don't worry. I got puffers. I'll be fine." But you get home, you were not fine.
Well, no, that was after. That was way after.
Yeah.
They were all worried about. They were worried. You know what I mean? They were good neighbors. Al would walk around the cottage, make sure everything was good.
Make sure,
You know,
make sure no bears around.
we haven't heard from him, so we don't know what's going on with them.
No.
They moved to Vancouver there.
Yeah, his kids took him back home.
Well, his kid there sold it, basically bought it, and then sold it from underneath it.
Yep.
Like his wife is greedy, but anyway, that's another story. That, my friend, is another story. So yeah, basically, yeah. That's sorry, I went off topic there.
Well, that's fine because as part of the bush, the lawn tractor to go to the camp. That's our story for the podcast. It's outdoors. Remember the box outdoors in the middle says outdoors, fishing outdoors.
Well, that's it. I mean, I like to spend outdoors. I like to be outdoors. You know, not so much in the -40s anymore. But
Yeah,
when
I hear you. I hear
we
you.
were kids, it didn't matter if it was -40 or +40. We were outside. They had to force us to come back in.
Well, I was forced to go outside younger, right? And then Connor Lego used to tell me, calls me up. What are you doing? Nothing much. Want to go play hockey? No. Ah, you wuss. And he hangs up. Then I call him back. Okay, I'm coming. Yeah, I knew that worked.
Wow, we play ball, we play hockey, we go for walks, we'd be outside.
We go.
You know,
We walk that trail by the sewers plant. You see what's behind there, and we see a spot opening. Enough for about 3 or 4 people to go fishing. We
well,
tried it,
we used to go fishing back there.
and then
We
we
go
went.
back there until the tube showed up there and it had the floating turds in there, and then that was the end of that story.
And then we went to behind the high school, Ontario, and this is where you cast is, and then it red double my.
Yeah, that was my long cast. You know.
That was it goes. It didn't hear no. We didn't hear no snap or nothing. Then he reels in. He's going. It feels light. I wonder why. Then you get there. He goes, oh.
Beep.
And then he looks in his bag. He goes, I don't have another lure because he direct tied it at the time because that's what he was taught as a kid. You direct tie it. My dad taught me to use swivels, and my grandmother because
Well, apparently, okay, to the experts, some of the experts, you direct tie it, and that's why they have 4 rods on their boat with different types of lures tied to them.
Yes. So,
but to me, we direct tie, just say a spoon, right? Well, since we're talking about a spoon,
yeah.
So you put a spoon on, you direct tie it, and you go like this, and it does, this thing, flip around, right? You put a swivel on, you know what it does? I mean, same thing. But the thing is, okay, what they're saying now is for fish like pike, bass, where you have to sit the hook, and some pike, which you don't have to sit the hook, they swallow it there. But
yeah,
the reason why they spit it out is because when you rotate it, it gets to a point where it doesn't rotate anymore, and it uses the leverage, probably not on purpose, and it pops it out of their mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, they got this thing where they have the swivel, and they got a little piece of line, and then they got their the hook, so that it'll still keep on spinning, but there's still going to be a limit.
Yeah.
Right. You take 2 pieces of line, you tie it, and you spin it and spin it and spin it, there's going to be a limit. But the limit is greater, there's more spins than in
Yeah.
just a hard piece of metal, right? But the thing is if you're doing a pike, what's the chances? Like there might be a slight chance, but there'll be a small chance. And knowing our luck, sometimes they'll bite through that little thing. But if you put braided, you say, because they use braided line for some leaders now.
Why we use for bass, walleye, pike because of teeth.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But they do
Then
bite
you
through.
put the braided and you tie it. You either do a knot or somehow put it together, right?
Yeah.
And then you can use that, and they won't spit it out because they won't have the leverage to yank it out of the mouth. I've seen that. I mean, and you know what? It makes sense, right?
It does. But a lot of people use leader line for muskie, pike.
Yeah, but how much give does it have?
Not much.
You're talking about a small little spot, about yay big, right at the end of the hook, right?
Yes, yeah, your swivels.
So if a pike swallows, the chances of that hitting the teeth is what? Slim to none, unless you only get a small pike, right?
Yeah, right here. That's a small we use a size. I use a size 7.
Yeah.
I always did, but people said I use a 4. They use a 2 because the better this is hidden, they say, the less the chance the fish won't attack it. But I start using black.
Yeah. Okay. So just put it this way: take the one that you did, that you just showed us. Grab a spoon.
Right here, yeah.
Grab a spoon.
Right.
Okay. And then put it right on. You know the bottom part of the spoon, the shiny part.
Yeah.
Put it there and see the difference in size. What do you think the fish is going to be looking at?
You're gonna look at the spoon.
You know what I mean? Because especially in the clear water.
Yeah.
If you got like a shiny, like silver, like steel, metal, whatever you want to call it, whatever color you want to call it.
Yeah, copper, whatever. Yeah.
Not painted. Just say it's gonna flash, right? And
Yep.
the sun's gonna hit that. Unless you're fishing like super deep, which technically we don't. Okay. And I've dove in that lake, to find anchors and what have you. And I've been underwater like 15 feet or so, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And the sun goes down that way, and it'll shine on those lures. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know that drop off by the island with the big rock?
Yeah.
Okay. I swam because we lost the anchor. I swam down, right? And I went to go look around. And then all of a sudden, I had a release of air, because I was under there for a while. And I seen this big bubble. I swear it was this size, right? And my mom is on the pontoon boat with Andy, right?
Right.
I finally get up on out of the water, like, up to shore, like to the surface. And I asked her, "Did you see that bubble of air?" No. That was like the biggest bubble of air I ever blew, and you didn't even see it. Well, what's the use?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that to me that makes more sense. You know what I mean? But hey, what do I know? I'm just some guy who enjoys fishing.
Same here. I've been using swivels.
Yeah.
Like forever. I never. Maybe in the past, maybe I tied direct because I ran out of swivels.
Yeah. See, what you do is like instead of getting the swivel with the hook on it,
Yeah.
you just get the one with the two loops. You tie, uh, like
The
the
bear swivel.
line that you
The-
use for go getters. You
yeah.
know the line for the go getters.
Yeah.
You tie that together. Like you can even if you use monofilament, you can melt it together, kind of deal. Or they have those little things that you can crimp, right? But anyway, and then you tie the other side to the other side, right? And it's the same deal, right?
Four
But
carbon. Yeah.
but
Remember filming. Yeah.
with what we catch and where we go, I don't think it's a big deal,
No.
right?
The pike we catch at his cottage are not very huge. The biggest one where we caught was 5.
4 or 5 pounds.
The one I
Yeah,
caught,
4 or 5 pounder. There was a big one down there that would break line, and I kid you not, we'd have this one fish, and I kid you not, man. We doesn't matter what line we had, whether it was braided, non-braided, you know,
yep,
30-pound test, whatever. This thing took our like our rods would go, and we could not, for life of us, catch this thing.
you
And it
remember?
wasn't alive. It wasn't caught in the boat. It
No,
wasn't hooked
no,
on. It wasn't like we were still fishing. Okay, so
yeah,
we were not hooked onto some rocks or whatever. Okay, there was a monster in there.
yeah.
Like,
There was a big fish. Remember that one? Remember that I used that little plastic rub with the hook, built-in hook. It's all
oh, here's your
pre.
first story. Anyway,
You
go
know,
ahead.
the hook was pre-made, or
Yeah,
pre-rigged, and the lead in the plastic, the little fish head, it's like a little smelt kind of color. And
yeah,
we were trolling me Carl Lego, trolling away, and then again it was a dollar store hook, right? Dollarama hook kind of deal, right? From Mako,
yeah,
right? And Carl Lego always says to me, maybe next time you put a stinger on it, you might catch him. Because that fish just
yeah.
he splashed like crazy, and the net was a little too small. All right, I'm like, it happens. We didn't think he could catch that one that big. We just
No,
went out. We just went out to catch normal sizes like 4 or 5
yeah.
pounds and 2 or 3s and stuff like that. Maybe ones. And other than
Most of
that,
the, most of most of the ones we catch are between 1 to 3 pounds. I mean,
yeah,
yeah. But anyway, not to be the party pooper here. We're
yeah,
starting to get a little long here.
yeah. Again, it's an
Kind of
hour.
making up for last episode there where we were a little short.
Yeah,
So yeah, you know, I mean, um, but those are some of the soft lures that Sean Boy here has in his possession. Trust me, if
I
we
got
were
some,
to show everything he had, the episode would be 50 hours long here.
or a month long. No, I
Yeah.
can't say a month. I can't say a month long. Maybe a
We could
week.
go, we could go 6 episodes easy with all your baits.
Yes, this year I got the Z-Mans. The Z-Mans you cannot remelt
Yeah,
because the camera.
different type of plastic.
Yes, the chemicals in there is worse than the regular chemicals you use for regular plastics.
Yeah,
Because you can stretch it and stretch it and stretch it and stretch it until it snaps. So it stays on your bait on your hook longer than it should. Most of them are just come off. Some people put it at the front of the head at the neck part of the hook of the jig, crazy loop, so you keep the bait there. That's why they had bait holders, bait stuff
yeah,
like this here, stuff like this here. See the right there,
yeah. Low barbs.
and little bars, and then They're different. Got little grooves on them. They're different. Some are different. Right there, see.
Yeah,
So
like it's screw. It was like
yeah,
screws in.
yeah. When you put it in there, you slide it in there, and it stays. Some sometimes a pipe will take it out.
Yeah, for sure. Pike there could destroy anything. He
Yeah.
bent. I had a Pike bend one of my treble hooks on a red and white.
Yes. I seen a story. I don't know if it's true or not, or it is somewhere in Manitoba. A lady was just in the water, walking around, cooling off, I guess, or swimming, and she had an ankle bracelet. It was flashy, like Carl said, the sun, something flashy, it would deflect off it and goes, "Bling." And you see it, and then he goes, okay. And the story was that she got bit by a pike on her feet because of that.
They would know the person's there. You know what I mean? Like you go in the water, you stand in the water. If there's a Pike near there, they go. I mean, they make it for Dodge, man. Like they're gone.
Look at trout. Look at a trout. A trout sees a shadow on top of the water. Someone walking by in the sun and hit their shadow goes over the water. That trout was gone. That trout was gone.
Oh yeah, man. They're skittish. Like, yeah. But anyway, I think we'll leave it there for this episode. I think we talked quite a bit about the lures. I do apologize for the flipping through and getting the pictures. Be a little bit better set up next time for whatever we talk about.
Yeah.
It was a nice flashback with the flying lure there.
It was.
Forgot about that. Then Sean Boy talked about it. Said, yeah, I remember that, man.
Like I said, I was taking through my box. And I went, oh.
Yeah. One of your many boxes, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a box in my walking closet. Still stuff in there. I got my grandmother's.
Yeah.
When Contlico says Mitchell's are good, my grandma had a Mitchell. I think from the 70s.
Even your dad had a Mitchell.
Yeah.
He came with the boat.
Yeah, my mom had a plain Jane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we won't go there.
And then that real rod and reel combo is swimming.
Yeah.
The wind took it. The wind that came that day, man. Holy crap! I was not happy. We gotta try to eat this here, Lego.
Yeah.
At our favorite spot. There's 3 people, but there's 3 of us. You, me, and the wife. So we all get try it to get to her spot. It's a 3/8 ounce. It's more of a trolling casting bait.
Yeah.
It's a Walleye Nation creation. It's a good company.
The Nation creation.
It's called
of the nation.
It's called Marlboro Eye. Another name for another nickname for walleye.
Yeah. Yeah, sir.
So anyways, thanks for listening to us ramble on stories about camp.
Thanks for joining us on our journey with our podcast. Hope we deserve a subscribe, a like, maybe even a share,
a comment.
Yeah, a comment would be nice. Yeah.
Please comment on something. If you want to know something about jigs, what's good for ice fishing, what's good for summer fishing, spring fishing, what type of year, what colors you use.
If you have any ideas, maybe
give us the name of
whatever. Just drop it down, bleep bloop it in the freaking comments there, and just let us know, we're not experts at this. We're just sitting there trying to have fun. And like I said, when Sean Boy gets his new internet there, finally do a live. We're gonna go
Yes.
live. Right now, when we do the recording, we have YouTube, we got Spotify, Apple Music, and Apple Spotify or podcast, and
Amazon.
Music.
Yeah.
Yeah. For now, you know what I mean. We also post on our Sean Boy posts on our Facebook.
Yeah.
The shorts.
Yeah.
Or reels, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Comment what kind of hook you use, what kind of style of hook you like. Short shank, long shank, underspins, like what kind of style. Some people call it.
Or if you got one that you made up, and you want to share it, by all means, let us know. You know, and you know, there's no one way only to do this.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of this. The beauty of this is, you know, I mean, Sean Boy fishes one way, catches fish. I might fish another way, I catch fish. You know, my neighbor, my cousin, you know, you guys, whoever will go and do the way they do, the way they were taught, the way they, you know, I mean, their family was showing them how to do it. Like we were trolling for the longest time, and then my uncle showed up, and then you know, he showed us how to still fish, and then we were doing that for the longest time.
Oh yeah.
And then, you know, started doing some casting, whatever. We didn't really, we don't really have, we don't really do much casting, except for Sean Boy there. He'll cast in the middle of anywhere, you know. It's like everybody else is doing still fishing. You got Sean cast in there.
And
It's like,
I
dude, sit down. You're shaking my beer.
But the thing is, his dad used to say, the best way to fish is to get a line wet.
That's what I used to say. You know what I mean?
You're
gonna get that thing wet? What? You know, we're both, the wife and I are all trolling here. And we're like trolling for a good 2 minutes, 3 minutes, up to 5 minutes, and Sean Boy still hasn't gotten a lure wet.
Meanwhile,
too many choices.
I got this big bag of mine. I'm digging in my bag. He goes, pick one, or I'm gonna come over there and pick one for you. And his wife says,
one time I threw one at you. Like, here.
Yeah. His wife goes,
use that.
His wife goes, use a spoon. If we're using, we catching fish.
But Sean's got to be fancy here. Sean Boy's got to be fancy.
I'm always fancy.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yeah. So, leave a comment on stuff you like. First of all, first thing to do, like it up here in the corner, over here on the side, right? Like it or show
or down here,
and then like it with the
depending on what they're watching on, right?
Yeah. If you're watching on your TV, you can still comment on it. You still like it.
So, one thing I'm going to say is, if you're going to make a comment, make it positive. You know, if you have suggestions for us, you can make the suggestion. Just don't be rude or ignorant about it, because those will not be long too well. This is not what we're about. Okay, like I said, not everybody fishes the same way, right? I don't always agree 100% with how Sean Boy does his stuff, and he vice versa. But you know what? When we're sitting there on the boat and we're fishing. And we're
laughing.
We're having a good time. You know what I mean? And you see in the background here, that's my dog. That's Zoe. You know what I mean? That's my little sweetheart. You know, if you want to call her little. You know, she's a German Shepherd.
But when I'm there, she's mine.
Well, it's because you play with her. Like,
And then
you,
when when I had my dog, it wasn't mine no more. It was yours. See,
well, he would get upset when you sat beside me on the
I
couch.
know, I know. I get up, he sits there, and you wake his tail on the couch going,
Then
and then
he would climb in beside us there,
yeah,
and then he just squeeze in there. And he was a black lab, so he wasn't much smaller
as
than
Zoe.
Zoe.
No,
You know,
the,
and
the,
and
the
this picture of Zoe, that's her a little bit smaller than she is now.
yeah. But the thing is, we had this old chair. I kept. I got it from Ponce Lego. I kept it for over so many years, and then the dog claimed it, Bear. So okay, and then when Ponce Lego comes over, Bear looks at him, goes to the couch. He knew. He didn't say, get out my chair.
Well, at first he'd be sitting there. I said, "Dude, that's my chair." He looks, all right. I get it. I get it.
You remember? You
Big
remember?
man wants his chair. Big man gets his chair.
You remember this big, this high, about that big? He comes there, he looks in your face. Just go to bed. And
Or the
walks in my room, goes to bed.
and when I go to your place and you go downstairs to open the door, by the time I came upstairs, Bear was in the coach because he knew, oh, big man's coming. I got to move, stop being in his chair there.
Here comes Uncle Cartego.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love
And,
Bear.
and then Cartego, he comes in there around the corner with the red car. It doesn't matter. He'd be all red car going by. And just that one red car. He,
Yeah,
he, he, he's jumping around. He's jumping like a little kid in a candy store.
we didn't try this, but if he ever ran away, all I'd have to do is drive by him, open the door, and he'd jump in.
Well, he did one time.
Yeah. Well, that's because you were going for a walk.
Yeah,
You were. I went to your place. You weren't there. Like, you know,
yeah.
and then I figured, well, maybe I don't hear the dog, so obviously you're with the dog. Let's go
Yeah.
see. He's not an athlete anymore, so let's see where he is. I drive up. Bear's like, oh my god, he's here. Open the door. Boom! He's in the car before Sean Boy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember an old friend of ours. His stepdaughter, had rollerblades. She asked me, "Can I take the dog for a walk?" And me, I wasn't thinking about rollerblading at the time. Sure, take the dog for a walk. I don't mind, right? Give me a break, right? Then I hear these little kids yelling and screaming, and the dog just dragging her all over the place on the rollerblades. But she didn't fall, but she couldn't break it. Hit
Or
the
how
brakes.
about the time you tried to bike with your dog?
Oh, friggin' at the no.
I wouldn't do it with Zoe either because she gets excited with some new places.
Yes.
Like she's gonna be 3 in July, so
Holy
she's still young, but she's a big girl. I mean, she's one of those dogs there. I mean, she loves everybody, but if she threatens one of us, she's gonna mess up the person's day. You know what I mean? She ain't vicious, but she's loyal.
Mm-hmm.
One time, we had a dog come on our property at the cottage, and this was like she wasn't even a year old at this time. So I'm walking around with the dog, or she was on the leash, right?
Yeah.
We had that leash. So I'm walking beside her, and she's like right there. And then as soon as I got past her there, she didn't bark until I walked past her. The minute she knew that I was I mean, in danger there, she barked. And then this year, we had a bear on our street, and I brought her out. 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm bringing her outside before I go to work. And all of a sudden, she smelled something. We were in the front yard there. she smelled something there. See her nose in the air, and then she growled.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, this was a growl. I go, okay, let's go. I mean, if you're growling, that means something around here is not right. Let's go in the house instead of having to deal with it. And the neighbor has cameras outside, and they said not 5 minutes before I got there, there was a bear behind his truck, and it
Yeah.
left just before. It might have been because we opened the door or whatever, but the bear probably just took off just before we got there, so the smell of the bear was still there.
Yeah. And I
She's
remember.
protected, man. I'm telling you, if you want a dog that'll protect you, German Shepherd, man. I'm telling you, the German Shepherds are people are afraid of them. I mean, this dog will lay on me there with her head on my lap there, looking at me there, or she'll just snuggle right up to me, and if she knows, I mean, last time the wife wasn't feeling too good, she right beside my wife. She would not leave her. No.
I met the dog maybe a year or two the first time, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then my buddy just dropped something off, and the dog saw me like, oh, who's that? Oh, who's that? I'm trying to look. He opened the door. His wife had the leash, hold her down, and I got in the truck. I pet her. It's like she knew me for 10 years.
Yeah. If she knows we like them, we're fine. Like her parents, I was a neighbor. She growled at that neighbor. It was like, I mean, it was weird.
You
But
remember?
anyway,
You remember?
oh,
He was
sorry.
sitting. You remember he was sitting by the fire, and she crawled like into the neighbor's yard because she didn't like something.
Mm-hmm.
And we went, oh,
Or if you go on my TikTok, I got a bunch of videos of her.
yeah. We get to share our links or our TikTok links on the Facebook page, and
Wow.
under the description. So it was a description or anything that or our main page, put our social media.
Mm-hmm.
My Facebook page is Strong Boy Fishing. I mean TikTok. It's Strong Boy Fishing. Sorry.
Yeah.
And
My
yours is
TikTok is legal. Yeah.
yeah.
And then, the only thing on there is her. I mean,
But I got a mixture of stuff.
yeah. Well, you got some stuff with you there. It's all good, man. But
Fishing,
anyway,
Western, stuff like that. So yeah. So
we're getting a little long here in the tooth.
don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed and you're watching still, please subscribe so that when somebody, one of us, see something pop up, boom, you can see, you get notification if their notification is on.
Well, yeah. If you figure that we deserve it, subscribe, like, share, comment.
Share
It would mean the world to us.
yes.
We're doing this for fun. This is what it is. We're enjoying ourselves. We're having a good time. We've been wanting to do something like this, and the thing is this is how we normally talk.
And
We
I
sit
showed
here, we
him.
talk to each other. Well, we might be a little bit more wordy with certain things.
Yeah.
We're being nice at this point because we are on the internet. There's no reason to say half the stuff we say.
Yes.
But I mean, truly, like Sean and I have been friends since we've been 8 years old. I'm 52, so so that's been a long time.
I'm 51, so yeah.
Yeah, not quite 52. Yeah, you're getting there. In a couple months there, the youngin's gonna be older.
Yeah.
I always bug him, say he's younger because he's like 5 months difference. 5 months and 13 days there.
Yeah. So subscribe, share all of our stuff on social media wherever you can. And I showed Constable a TikTok live one night. I went to TikTok live. He said, "Sure, I'll try it." right? See how he liked it. So he enjoyed it, but he didn't have enough. He did not have enough viewers to get in the box with the face, to show his face.
Yeah, I couldn't show my face because I didn't have enough followers. Yeah.
But you're allowed to come in the box at 500 halfway mark and can't show your face. I went no. Well, I can't do it right like you can.
Well,
Anyway.
I only had 70 back then, and I still was able to talk.
Oh yes, right. That's right. Forgot. Sorry, my bad. I guess.
Now I'm up
Oh
to
yeah.
102.
Okay, I got it now. Now you're allowed to. You're only allowed to get 5 to go live. Okay, 500 to go live. Okay, my bad. It used to be 1,000. Does anybody know about Facebook? I mean, TikTok. They know how to go live.
Yeah.
But on that note,
see, the thing is that it's all time. Today they have a lot of time. Some of them have a lot of time to invest, and some of them just get. I mean, they have really good content that people want to watch, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another story.
And on that note, it's getting late. It's almost 10. It's almost 10 for Eastern time in Ontario. Eastern time, Ontario, Canada. It's 10 o'clock.
We're northeastern. We're not northwestern. Like if you go to Dryden area, you're central time zone. We're eastern right now.
But if you go to somewhere between Dryden and Kenora, I was told it's the time changes.
No.
So around
between Thunder Bay and Dryden. Dryden is central. I've been there.
I know you've been there because you're
Thunder Bay is eastern. You go further west, and then there's a point where it says you are now in the central time zone. That's before you hit Dryden.
Yeah,
and then the chances of you hitting deer between Dryden and Thunder Bay and Dryden there is quite big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought because I remember something like that. I can remember I was close enough, but not exact.
Kenora is further west, and you got to pass through Kenora or around Kenora to go to Winnipeg.
Yes,
and then Highway 11, 17, whatever, turns to Highway 1 in Winnipeg.
Yeah, I want to go
in Manitoba. Sorry, yeah,
I want to go like Winnipeg fishing.
Well, the fishing in Thunder Bay apparently is awesome.
It is.
Because I got a friend that comes from there. He says he's going to move back there. Who knows?
Oh, okay. Oh, I know who you're talking about now.
And if he wants to bring me and the wife with him and his wife to go down and go fishing in Thunder Bay because he's got family there and stuff like that.
Awesomeness.
And we'll go. His dad has a property that he has a hunting camp. It's crown land, but he has the rights to go hunting on that property.
Nice.
Yeah. His dad used to work for Hydro.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll leave you all at that. Thanks again for joining us. And we'll be back. Next episode is Saturday. We're going to change the Monday to a Tuesday because it seems to work a little bit better for us. Well, mostly for me there because I work.
Yeah, because we don't want to rush.
Like Mondays, like every, like I just finished. Today was my quote unquote Friday. So if I don't go to bed early, it doesn't matter. I could sleep in. Yeah. Whereas Monday, if we did it yesterday, and I mean, we'd have to rush another one, which I mean, we did for Saturday, and
Yeah.
we did it on Saturday, and then I uploaded it there. We uploaded it and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, so Tuesday and Saturdays are they going to be the way to go for
Okay.
us?
Yep.
If anybody's got suggestions or whatever, even if it's like we're using StreamYards right now to record, and we're going to use it to stream when we finally go do a stream.
Yeah.
Like Sean's internet is holding up pretty good, so maybe we'll just pop on, if not tomorrow, Thursday or something, just to see how it is, and we'll just do a stream.
We
Like,
could do it. We could do a little short one later on a Thursday. A little short one to see how it goes.
yeah, some of that. You know what I mean?
But
So
I'm hoping I get the internet in.
yeah. Well, between the mail and the bank, like, holy heck! All right. Well, anyway, we'll leave you there, and it's time to go spend time with family.
All right.
And later on tonight, maybe I'll do a live stream with one of my games there.
Yeah.
Ghost Tsushima, New Game Plus.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I think I'm on episode 6 there. I think 6, 7, 6. The next one gonna be 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want, put that link into this YouTube. When people see it, you might see something else. You can look at you play your game.
Oh yeah, and then maybe I can rope Sean Boy here to we'll go play. One day we'll play a Lego game. Used to like those.
Yeah, they were great.
Or,
we laugh at each other. Hey, stop hitting me! Stop! Hey,
there's Indiana Jones,
Harry Potter,
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Harry Potter was not that bad.
Yeah, I didn't like it too much. The new, I got the demo for the Horizon game there. I got a Lego Horizon there. I'm not too keen on it.
Right.
I like the older ones. It's just they tried to get all too fancy with the newer ones. Like even the Star Wars one. The new Star Wars, not the original 3, but the episode 1, 2, or the Star Wars 2 and 3 Lego.
Yeah. Phantom Menace.
I like that, but the new one,
Yeah.
But anyway, that's another story.
Yeah. So we could let it go. We're gonna stop for now, and come back. Another episode come up, number 7. And you got any suggestion about tackle? Let us know, because Sean Boy has. If you're a beginner, you want to learn how to store your go getters, worm harnesses. Let me know if you want to see that.
Yeah. Maybe you should record that and we'll put that in the next one.
Yes, put the video up here and show that here.
Yeah. Because we could do that types of baits, the go-getters, stuff like that.
Yeah. And then,
anyway.
And then in the summertime, we could do our rods and reels and saying, look we're using and catch fish.
Yeah. That's right.
And then, anyways, we go from there and then we'll let you know. And then thanks for watching, and enjoy your evenings or night, wherever you are.
Have a good one.
Uh-huh. And
whether you call it day, night, morning, evening, it don't matter to me. Enjoy whatever you're at.
And we're mostly freshwater fishermen right now.
Yeah.
So have a good night and talk to you later.
Arrivederci.